Hello, everybody. My name is Tara. I just wanted to give a brief testimony about how good God has been to me. Anyway, I had suffered from migraine headaches and high blood pressure. Now it's kind of rare that I get a headache. Every now and then I'll get a headache. Um, but anyway, I went to the doctor. Pretty much, long story short, I went to the doctor and they prescribed me medications, and they told me I had to go see a cardiologist. He prescribed me more medications. I don't like taking medications. I never have. And if that's what you do, that's what you do. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking for Tara. Um, I don't like taking medications because I just feel like there's a natural way of curing everything, and as well as I feel like our bodies are built to heal themselves naturally as well. So I try to take natural things. I'm not saying that I've never taken medication. I just don't like taking medication, and I just don't believe that you have to be on a medication for the rest of your life. Of course, that's what the doctors told me. You pretty much have to be on this for the rest of your life, and I'm like, I feel like when you say that, you're indirectly saying that God is not a healer. And I know that my God is a healer. And I believe that He's in the healing business all day, every day. Um, anyway, but anyway, they gave me a whole bunch of medications. I didn't want to take the medications. But my blood pressure was really high. It was like I had pretty much had a couple incidents where I was at stroke level. It was like 212 or 220. I think it was like 224 over 112. It was really high. My face had started drooping or whatever at one point. Anyway, so I started taking the medications. I just had a whole bunch of stuff. My brother had passed the year before from a heart attack. He had high blood pressure as well. It was just a lot, and I allowed fear to set in or whatever. And just thinking that, okay, you're being selfish. You want to be able to live. You want to, see your grandkids, have kids, and, just be there with your family. All kinds of stuff just started going through my head or whatever. Anyway, and I spoke it over with my husband. I prayed about it, and I was like, okay, well, just take the medication long enough for you to get something in place to where you can get your medication down. I mean, your blood pressure down. Because ultimately, the reason that my blood pressure was high in the first place is because I'm overweight. I wasn't eating the proper foods or whatever, and I wasn't exercising, as well as just the different stress factors of life, which can cause your blood pressure to be high. So anyway, I started taking the medications, and I had been on the medications for 4 months. Mind you, they gave me 9. Every time I would go to the doctor, they would prescribe me a different one to take, and I was just like, I'm not taking all that medication. I'm not. So I said, well, I'll take one, maybe two. So I took one, and it messed me all up. I had headaches. It just messed me up. I was like a zombie. I was like, I don't like doing this. I'm not doing this. So I put that one to the side. Took another one. And it was okay or whatever. I still didn't like the way that I felt, but I was like, okay, I'll do it to kind of stabilize my blood pressure while I'm researching and learning or whatever to get off of it. Anyway, so um, I end up and I had another one that I said, okay, I'll take this one because they say if it gets over a certain amount, you take this as like an emergency pill. Anyway, so I ended up taking that one pill, and then the second one, I think I took it maybe like 3 times in a 4 month time frame. So I realized after about 4 months or whatever, I decided that I wanted to do a fast. I did a 3 day dry fast, no food, no water, because I'm seeking God or whatever. And I'm not telling you to fast like that. That's just how I chose to fast that particular time. And during that 3 day fast, I didn't watch TV or anything. It was just strictly me and God. I just was praying, studying, worshiping. No idle talk, anything. It was just pretty much me doing the fast. So during that time frame, I prayed because I wanted to do a dry fast, and I prayed and I was like, Yahweh, do I take the medication during this fast or not? Because if I'm doing a dry fast, that means no water, nothing. And I was like, well, if I take the medication, I'm gonna have to drink water, which could trigger something else. And I was just, but the ultimate thing was I just wanted to rely and trust God. So I prayed about it, and I felt Holy Spirit telling me, don't take the medication. So I didn't take the medication. I saw different signs or whatever. So I didn't take the medication during that 3 day time frame. And during that 3 day time frame, I was asking God, what do you want me to do? How do I get my blood pressure down? So after the fast or whatever, I came out of the fast. I think we had went to go see a movie. Yeah, we did. We went to go see Marvin Sapp's movie, and I had prayed and I asked God, mind you, this is a silent prayer. I had asked God to give me a sign to let me know um, what I was supposed to do. I already felt Holy Spirit tell me don't to continue not to take the medication, but I asked for a sign. Well, there's a part in the Marvin Sapp movie where he was suffering from, I think it was seizures, and he said he didn't want to take the medication. Well, we're sitting there, and when he said that, now mind you, my husband didn't know that I had prayed. My husband turned over to me, he grabbed my arm, and he said, "Baby, that's for you." He said, "God is talking to you." And I just kind of looked at him and I was like, huh? And I was like, that was good enough for me. I felt like Yahweh was telling me, don't continue to take the medication. So I stopped. I started doing a lot of research and stuff. I started researching, looking up different things, looking up different herbs. Y'all, I stopped taking the medication. I haven't been on the medication. And then I kept looking up different things or whatever, and it was just sign after sign telling me not. It was just different signs that I was seeing where he was confirming, get off of the medication. You need to exercise. You need to lose the weight that you have, and you need to eat properly. So I kind of shifted to just eating. I was still eating meat, a little bit of meat or whatever, but I kind of shifted to just fruits and veggies or whatever. It's a process. I'm still learning it. Oh, back up. During that 3-day fast, I checked my blood pressure because I was like, people just ain't gonna believe me when I tell them this. I checked my blood pressure, y'all. My blood pressure was 119 over 78. So you tell me. Now, mind you, it was always high or whatever, but even with taking the medication, it was still high because I had to monitor my blood pressure or whatever. It would still be high. It had never gotten to the point to where it was just low. I don't know if it's because I hadn't been on the medications long enough. I don't know. But anyway, during that time frame, my blood pressure was 119 over 78 or whatever. But anyway, so that was my cue to stop taking the medication. So I can say that I am off of the medication. I'm currently working on my food habits. I'm working on exercising. But long story short, what it taught me is that trust God. Trust God. When fear comes across you, he said that he didn't give us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. Because of course I was a little fearful. I'm not going to tell you that I wasn't fearful, because I was. When I heard stop taking the medication, I was fearful or whatever. However, just a little bit. However, I didn't allow it to paralyze me, because I know that he is an ultimate healer and he has the final say so. Regardless of what men say, the doctors say, or your mama say, or anybody, your dad, your friends, whoever, regardless of what anybody else say, God has the final say so. And don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to get off of your medication or whatever. You have to, that's between you and God or whatever. I'm just telling you my story and what worked for me. But like I said, I stopped the medication or whatever. I'm currently taking different herbs to control and help control my blood pressure. I haven't reached my goal as far as with my weight, but I'm getting there. But just me trusting in God and just seeing him work. And I'm just thankful for that. So my word to you would be to spend some time with God, get in his presence, listen to the Holy Spirit, and move when he say move. And another thing is, eat the right foods. If you want to lose weight, do what you eat the right foods. Feed life into your body, because the different issues that we have, high blood pressure is something that's across, it has no respect of person. It's across all ages, races, genders. It doesn't matter. And it all boils down to our health and what we're putting into our bodies. But there is a way, and our God is a healer. So I encourage you to trust God and have faith. And that's pretty much it. Have a good day.